Welcome to a new episode. Today we speak about negotiation and how you can actually receive what you want and how do you ask for what you want, right? Many of us have not learned to negotiate. I'm speaking specifically about women, also men, but specifically women in this video, where I see a lot of times that they negotiate their offers, their salary, and they kind of wait until it's presented to them, or they wait until the other person is making the first step. Now, I want to go and do this differently here. I want to be more in a place where you can actually decide that you are the star of your own movie and taking the chance to actually ask for what you need and what you want, right? If you don't ask, oftentimes you go and leave with empty hands, being totally frustrated. Why not me, right? Why is not this offered to me at this corporate job? Why am I not seen as a responsible person? I could take on XYZ, this leadership position. Or why is my husband not seeing that I need him to do the dishes? Like, what is it that you can do to actually make this straightforward? Because that's what it is. It's being straightforward, being really real. So are you ready for a real conversation here? Then this video is perfect for you. I have actually I wrote down some notes. I have 4 core points that I want to discuss with you. And so really, let's do a small drop in, right? Like, where do you stand? You clicked on this video with the hope to receive something, right? So tune into that. In what do you want to receive? What is it that you long for? What is your desire, right? And how do you feel about receiving that? You see, because step number 1 is your body knows first. So your body is aware of something is off, the situation doesn't fit right, like I feel the price doesn't sit right? Like when you are let's say a coach or a healer or whatever your name is, right? Whatever you use, then you may actually have some numbers, right? Being so ready for these numbers, right? Wanting to say them, wanting to be open and transparent. But your body is actually the first gate to tell you, I'm not ready. Or, hell yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready, right? So connect with your body. Connect with your body. Your body is your support. Your body can support you in what it is that you need, okay? If you're totally embarrassed about that, doesn't matter, do it anyways. Write that thing down. Like, I want, I don't know, my husband to do the dishes, okay? Now your mind may come in and be like, yeah, but if I do it myself, I'm way faster. And if I'm not, like, I don't have to talk, like, is it worth the talk? Like all of that, leave that aside. Leave the thoughts about it, why you should not get it or why you should not dive deeper into that topic in a conversation with someone. Leave that aside and really honor that something in you is rising. And it doesn't need to make sense in the first place, right? I mean, maybe you're like, that totally makes sense. Like, I want to receive more salary because I'm doing X, Y, Z, and that one over there is receiving this amount. And I know by sure that I'm doing the same type of work and I'm doing it exactly how they are doing, even better. I have the qualification, write that thing down. Write it down and connect with your body on how that feels, right? So that's number 1. Your body knows first. If it's it could be even coming up with angriness, hey? So don't be scared about that. It could come up like deep, deep anger, like something like stirring, like, why do I have to do, I don't know, something that you don't enjoy, right? And it's not that you cannot do it. It's like, it would be so much of your support for me, for example, if I know I don't have to put out the trash. That's for me such a great deal. Such a great deal. And I would see you in another light, right? So it does something for me if I'm asking for something. You know what I mean? Like, it does something inside of my body that I can breathe more, that I feel more relaxed, that I feel more at peace. Okay? I hope it actually makes sense for you guys. So let's go for number 2. Here is, yeah, that's a good one. Why don't we often ask? Like, what is it that we think asking is not a good idea? I mean, how many people do you know who actually don't ask? They don't ask for anything, literally. Like, everything is too much. Well, there are some core things here, and I go one by one. I wrote them down so I don't forget. So here comes some of the maybe obvious things, which is like the early programming, right? Like, if your family household told you to rather be quiet, like, don't say anything, don't be too much, don't be difficult, right? Let's say you are at a restaurant, but you don't like that veggie. You never would ask for something else, you would just eat it. That was my household. That was my growing up. What is on the table is what you eat. If you don't like it, that's your problem, you know? Like, nowadays, I have a special diet, so I cannot eat just everything I want because it's not good for me, right? So, you know, it comes down to understanding. That was my cat. She is waiting, she's hungry. Just as we ask for, or just as we talk for food, she's ready. Funny. It's not her time at all. Okay. So it is about not being, or you feel you are difficult. Don't make it big, right? You're at the restaurant, and then you have all these special things that you want. So you're too difficult. You're making too many waves, right? You can put this in any other field that you feel in, right? It might be different for you. It might be something totally else, but you get a sense of what I'm talking about. This one is also a good one, and it actually makes people really be stuck. Like, be grateful for what you have. Kind of like, don't ask for more, right? You already have so much. While that's a great sentence at one point, right? It's a great sentence in the way of, hey, I'm really thankful I have a house, or I have an apartment. I'm safe at my home. I have food at my table, right? That's not, and that's really sad to say, that's not for every human being on this earth. Not every human being has this at this moment. And that's sad. Like, being grateful for that, I really think that's truth, right? Right there, that's a truth. But if you limit yourself, and if you're saying like, yeah, that's already how far I could go, then that's like making you small, you see? That's like, I limit myself because I already got everything that I could ask for. I already have that. And I'm like, no, you gotta make a chance to actually raise the bar a little bit and go over the edge to see what is it that makes me truly happy. What is it that I really deserve here in this situation, right? So all those programmings, thought patterns of why we are not asking, it's something you need to remember. Remember those ones. Remember what they were for you and how they actually made you feel. Because most of them are very limiting. And if they are, it's not something you want to move forward with. Okay? So contraction, opening. Contraction, opening. Say that sentence, and what does it do for you? Does it open you? Does it make you feel proud? Does it make you feel happy and exciting? Amazing. If it doesn't, learn the core wound here and feel into what it actually truly means and where does it hurt, and then ask your body to transform it. If you don't know how to do that, send me an email and I'll help you with that. Okay? All right. So shame can be worked on by doing embodiment stuff, such as movement, such as ritual, such as breathing techniques, such as ETF, right? Such as maybe some Reiki will help you. Like whatever is soothing your body to let go of your core wounds. They are usually in the pelvic area, okay, all the way down, to be released, to really start being able to actually go into negotiation, you see? So there's a lot of reason why you haven't negotiated so far, right? There is another one, which is the feminine used to accommodate herself, meaning she placed herself into situations she didn't like because it was her role to be okay in whatever is in front of her, to not say a word, to not be complicated, to not interrupt the field. It was about being okay and making yourself okay and smile even if you don't like it, just because you're so used to that. And if you're so used to that, you don't even know that you are not okay with that because it was never okay in the first place. It was never okay. Now let that sink in. Yeah, receiving. Are you okay to receive? Are you okay to receive all of what you're asking for? Let's say your partner is doing XYZ for you. Can you actually appreciate him or her for doing that for you? Can you hold it? Can you allow it in? Can you make space for that new thing, for that new salary, for that new expectation of what you maybe have of you? Like, okay, I get this salary, then I have to do this and this and this. Can I actually do it? Can I hold it? Oh my God, I'm so scared. Like, I think I cannot do it. I cannot lead that team, you know? That kind of thing. Can you hold it? Can you actually allow yourself to be nervous and to still hold it, right? Can you allow your body to still hold what you ask for, even if it may take a while until it's settling down? Can you do that? All right, and number 3. If you don't ask, it's a silent no. Sounds maybe mean. It's very true though. I have witnessed so many people Again, a lot of women, but also men, who did not ask for a salary raise, who did not ask their partner for something, and they went on for years really making sacrifices because they missed to say something and to ask. Now, people may say you're dumb not to ask. I don't think that. I don't think anyone is dumb not to ask. It's you're not used to ask because you think if this is not offered, then you're probably not worth it. And back there, it actually confirms what you already think about yourself, that you are not worthy of it, that you don't deserve it, that you're not good enough anyways, and that new person who just came is doing such a better job than you. You see, that kind of thing. But the problem is that if you don't ask, nobody can guess your needs. Nobody is really, see, they're all self-centered in some way. And that's at one point kind of cool because, we think all eyeballs are on us, but that's not true at all. They have their own stuff going on. And so do you. And it's your responsibility to actually really go there and be like, okay, what can I do to make this work, right? So if you don't ask, it's a no already. So baseline, with asking, you cannot lose that much because else it's just going to be a no. And if you hear a no, just be very, maybe in the beginning, very logical about it. Like if your employer says no to you, but you have very good reasons why you should get a promotion, or for your partner, or maybe it's something totally else, right? Maybe you want something internal, I don't know, whatever that is, right? Whatever. It doesn't need to be materialistic. If you don't go and say something, it's already a no. But you get the chance to also walk away from things and people who say no to you. Do you feel that? What would it feel like if people would actually say yes to you? And if they keep the promises that they say in the beginning? Like corporations, when they say like they have all their ethical blah, blah, blah standards, and, they only promote or they promote everybody who is just doing a good job. Come on, we all know that's not really the truth, right? Let's just be really real there. That's not how it works. Just doing a good job is not giving you a promotion. It's just not happening, right? So, but if you prepare yourself for a conversation and you actually also work on it energetically, which is, by the way, what I can help you with, if you're interested, then at least once you ask, that you can walk away now. You didn't waste an opportunity for years and years. After 2 or 3 years of not receiving anything, while you're actually having good reasons to get a raise or to get a promotion, or I don't know, to be treated differently by your partner, or it can be something very, very small, and you hear a no, I'm not gonna do this. Then the question is really, do you want to stay then? Like, you know what I mean? It's about really valuing and honoring yourself, honoring who you are, and stepping into your truth. You see, this is why negotiation is so cool. It's because you are getting to see what people are ready and willing to give. And this doesn't mean you need to, I don't know, like chuck their hand off, right? That's not what I'm saying here at all. But what I'm saying here is that you get to see how much people are investing in you. And, how much are you willing to invest? Like, is it mutual? Like, is it mutual on the table? Because I strongly feel that that needs to be the case. Like, I don't want to be here if it's not mutual. What the hell? Why would I be here if it's not equal? You know, if you're not equally invested, then what's the point? But that's that's very personal here. So if you feel different, please feel different. Like, that's not the point at all, okay? So with that said, asking, this is such a good one. Asking opens the discussion. It opens up the field you're in. It opens up everything for you. You see that? It opens up the possibility that you could do more, that you could go deeper. It opens up and gives the person a chance to actually give that thing to you. Doesn't this make it so cool? I think it's amazing. It's such a great tool. We're just using it a bit weird, which is okay. Like, we can all learn, right? We can all learn. So this is number 4, right? It's about negotiation is a sacred transparency, which means like I'm opening up and I'm saying, look, I do this for you for this money, right? That's what I'm doing for you. And now you get to say what you need in that space together, right? In that work environment, in, I don't know, whatever that is, right? It's the same when you go shopping. Listen, you go shopping, you have an inner dialogue. Like, is it worth that dress for XYZ money? Like, is that what I want to pay for? Maybe you're not like that. I keep negotiating all of the time because I want that value I give in has the same value that I receive, right? I want a good deal. I love and enjoy good deals. If the deal sucks, I'm out. Because for me, it values that both, like me as the one who pays for it and the business owner who I pay is happy and satisfied. I want people satisfied around me. So you do you. When you ask your friends and you say like, listen, like, I really don't like when you come all the time too late. Like, makes me feel miserable. I feel like I'm left here and you come late and it feels very disrespectful. And if that person keeps doing that thing to you, it's your choice. It's your choice to say, okay, listen, no more. Either way, you make a change here or I'm out. Everything is a negotiation. It's not a judging, and it's not a, if you don't follow, I'm gonna leave, like, bye, because you're afraid. It doesn't, like, if you do those things out of a wound, then that's a bit difficult. And you should not do that, okay? Like, if you know you have issues with trust, for example, and your partner is maybe different than that and is actually kind of safe place for you, but you're like, if you don't show me your mobile phone and I can control it, then I'm gonna leave. Like, that's not a negotiation. That's like, you're already left the door, right? So like, being open to maybe receive something completely different that you originally asked for, that's kind of cool too. It just opens up the discussion and the field. And maybe you're super nervous, but look at many men, not all of them, but I've seen some really, really good negotiations where I was like, wow, that's impressive. That's so impressive. Like, I could see myself in some discussions and I would probably be like, okay, I'm gonna take that, And then I saw that man replying something very like casual, but it was so much impactful. Now I don't have the exact words, but it was something like, about his value that he brings on the table. It was some kind of business deal, and he didn't want to shrink. And it was about, look, like, this is what I offer. This is what I bring here. And this is the value that I bring, and this is my price. So I'm never negotiating about this one. What I can do for you is to take off a little bit from the package that I made for you, so I can take 1 month off or something like this. That's what I can do for you, but I'm not gonna lower that thing over here. And I thought that was so smart, like the way how the discussion went. It was really cool to watch. And so I ask you to be open to learn from people who may be better than you, right? Who may actually feel so safe, because that's what it is, right? It's you feel unsafe in your body, and then you have this overreaction in your body, and you just want to escape, right? You just want to leave the room because you feel like, oh, I cannot ask that. I cannot ask for anything like this. But I'm like, yeah, you can. You know how much people actually ask for, and you don't even know that they do that? They do. They are not openly saying that and sharing that with you maybe, but they do. And this totally exists, you see. They don't wait. They don't wait to get their raise. They don't wait to hear something lovingly from their partner when they actually need it. Like, people who are really secure in themselves, they will make clear what they need, what they want, and they don't make other people guess. I don't want to guess my partner. I don't want to guess what he needs. I need him to tell me, right? I want to meet his needs, but I need him to tell me, like, this is what I need. Can you give that to me? Can you be more with me? Can you do X, Y, Z? Because it gives me, and that's actually something I learned from Alison Armstrong. I think that's her name. Or Alice Armstrong. It's the way how men perceive things are totally different than for women. So if you give a man a reason why something is so important to you, and you say something like, you know, if you do, for example, the garbage for me, then it makes me feel loved by you. It makes me respect you more. It makes me feel I want to be with you and spend time with you. It makes me be seen. Those kind of things is really helpful. And I actually started to not only use this for men, but also for women when I say and ask for a favor. And I'm like, you know what this did to me? Like, it really helped me here and here. And I see you in this light right now. And I can see like how people start to shine. And I think that's such a cool value to add to a favor, even if that's your company, your manager, whatever, or your client. Like, I had discussion from my clients, and they were like, why didn't you ask me sooner if we can renew your program? And I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, I didn't think about it, like, and that was the same thing. They waited every single time for me to open up the field and be like, hey, if you want to come longer to me, then, and I'm like, you can ask me anytime, but you need to be aware of your own needs. You cannot put this on anyone else's table. So I'm saying and offering this with so much heart. You can't put this on anyone else's table that they understand what you need. Okay? So I said to all of them, and it was actually 3 people who said this last week, and they all said the same thing. And I'm like, whoa, what's happening? So I made it really clear to them. And I said, like, I want to give you the freedom to choose, not from me, like, dragging you along. I could see potential in working longer with you, but I would maybe ask in the last second of our program to see if you're open for that. But for me, it's not that important because I'm like, people come and work with me because they really truly want to, and they will speak up for themselves. So I trust that. And so I trust in you that you can do the same. Because I know you're worthy, I know you're good enough, and I know you can do it. Ask yourself to be here in presence, and then you will feel what is true. Thank you so much, and I see you another time.